What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and in today's video I thought I'd just kind of give you guys how Gen Con went, because it was a really good experience and I had a lot of fun, and I thought I'd give you guys kind of a perspective of a KeyForge player. And before I continue with the video, I just wanted to thank you guys for 100 subscribers and thank you for all the support. So, Gen Con 2023. It was really fun. However, at first there was so many people. Like, it was hard to even move inside the building. Like, here's a picture of all the people inside this building. And to give you even more perspective, when I had to get my lanyard, the line was literally all the way down the convention center hallway, all the way out the door. So it was entirely packed. However, this is expected because it is one of the biggest gaming conventions of all time. So anyway, now that we have our lanyard, we now go to our first tournament. And this was a KeyForge sealed sit and go tournament. And here's a picture of the prizes of the sit and go tournaments, which was you were able to play 3 games. They give you 2 decks. You can choose to form an alliance with them or just play with a normal deck. And if you won 2 out of your 3 games, then you would get a playmat. If you won all 3 out of 3 games, you would get a playmat plus an additional prize, which included sleeves, decks, and deck boxes. And with my first sealed sit and go, I won this Equidon playmat by winning 2 games out of my 3 games. From there, I was able to actually go and meet the one and only Sydney from Help from Future Self. I was very glad to meet her because she is such an amazing person, and it was so fun to actually see her in person. And as you saw from my playmat, she was able to sign my playmat, and I thought that was really cool. So then the next day I was able to compete in nationals, and this was very interesting because it was a double elimination tournament, which made it go on for a really long time. And in order to make it to the next day finals of the nationals, then you had to win, I believe it was up until round 8. And I believe I made it to round 6 or 7, and then I ended up losing and I wasn't able to go farther. However, this was a really fun experience, and I got to learn a lot more about my deck and how it plays against other decks. So that was really fun. So then, the rest of the day, we did a lot of opening Winds of Exchange and Unchained decks, and this was really fun. And I opened some pretty cool decks, but we'll get to that in a minute. Then, the next day, we were able to do 2 more sit and go tournaments, and as you can see, I won another playmat, and this time I actually went 3-0, so I decided to get a Worlds Collide deck. However, this deck was not good at all. It was like 10%, I believe. And so yeah, I got this Dis playmat, and part of the reason why I got Dis is because Orb of Invidious is my favorite card, but I also got it because Dis really helped me through that sit and go tournament. And as you can see, I got it signed by my cousin, the one and only Amber Meaties. So now for a couple cool decks I opened, and these are actually Unchained decks. The first one, I got a total of 7 Mavericks in this deck, plus I got the Near Future Lens Anomaly, which was really, really cool. Not to mention, Talent Scout I now have 2 Mavericks of, so I thought that was really cool. Plus the fact that I got Orb of Wonder, which is technically a previous anomaly, so that was really cool to see. And in case you guys were wondering, I found out that I really like Unchained decks, and I really like the collection aspect of Unchained. So I'm thinking about buying a display, and we might open it here on the channel and see how many Mavericks we can start collecting, because I think it would be really cool to have a bunch of Mavericks collected. Speaking of Mavericks, I actually opened this really cool Maverick, and while this obviously is not the Maverick, Scully Caper is the card that I got a Maverick of, and since it's a Maverick, it actually has some abilities that are pre-released. And these two abilities are actually Treachery and Versatile. And these are two very new pre-released abilities that I thought would be really cool to show you guys. Not to mention the fact that according to Decks of KeyForge, I am currently the only person to have an Equidon Scully Caper. And to go back to the actual card itself, I believe Treachery is the bottom little text box on Scully Caper, which reads, at the end of your turn, destroy one of Scully Caper's neighbors. And Versatile is where you play it under your opponent's control, which I just thought it would be really cool to show you guys because it's technically a pre-release thing. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. I really just wanted to show you guys what Gen Con looked like for me, and I wanted to show you some cool decks and some cool cards that I was able to open during Gen Con. And this was a really fun experience, and I would really encourage people to go if you're into any sort of card game or board game, because there was so many games there. And if you guys were at Gen Con, let me know what your experience was, and also let me know in the comments what you guys think about these cool cards and decks that I opened. And as always, let me know if you guys have any video ideas that you want to see. So that's going to end it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one.